Thousands of young Filipino ballers have benefited from this grassroots program. This month, the Junior NBA, along with its counterpart for young girls, the Junior WNBA, will be holding its national training camp here in Manila, which is the culminating event. To tell us more about that, we're now joined in the studio by Junior WNBA coaches and Perlas Filipinas members, Ish2 and Melissa Jacob, and Hubert Cani and Tyler Kio, who were part of the training program in the past years. Good evening and welcome.
Welcome everyone.
Good evening.
Okay,
Welcome back.
welcome back. Okay, Ish and
Coach.
MJ. Coach Ish
From
and
here on.
MJ.
Yes.
Conducting a program or coaching now in comparison to you playing, how is that dynamic?
For me, it's interesting because obviously, you know, things that come so easy to you as a player, but then trying to explain it, just, you know, say, okay, do a crossover, because you're like, what? Or like, do between the legs, and they're like, and then to try to break it down and explain it to them, it's definitely a different dynamic than something that I'm used to.
Yes.
What you said with the breakdown, because with our coaches in Alaska, especially Coach Jonas, he's really into the breakdown of every detail, like the crossover. He lets us watch these videos of how you step by step, like step and I mean, you don't really think about that when you're a player. It's like, okay, let's do a crossover.
Right.
So yeah, it's very different.
And how do these children, or let's call them young people, react to it? If they start saying, so that's how it's done? Really? I mean, like if they play and learn basketball from their uncles, from their brothers, and they suddenly get an organized program like this, and do you have to undo so many things for them?
I wouldn't say undo, I would just more so say kind of fine tune. Because everybody knows how to do a crossover, but maybe like little tips as far as, you know, crossing over, keeping the ball below your knees, or crossing over like where to step as far as instead of going sideways, maybe going more forward. So yeah, so a little more things of that nature as opposed to, you know, really saying this is how you do a traditional crossover. More so minor techniques, minor tweaks.
But before you turned into coaches, because one of the great things about the Junior NBA program is one, it's for free, right? It's open for everyone, it's for all ages, you know, for parents, children, and everything. But it's also a good venue for coaches to learn. Sometimes coaches think that everything can be learned here, and now you have new technology, new strategies. You know, did you go through that also before you turned into coaches? Did you learn from the coaches also?
Coach Seth, you know,
Yes.
he came in, they actually launched off with a coach's clinic at British School. And some of the stuff that he was teaching, like you know, been practicing, doing the same drills, and he comes up with so many new drills, and even he was with us in Cebu for one clinic, and he was coming up with different drills. I was just like, wow, like, I was so amazed, like I was writing stuff down and, you know, thinking as I've seen so many drills I've seen, and it was interesting and nice to see something new also to apply to these kids.
Okay, let's ask the two gentlemen there, Hubert and...
Muna tayo si Hubert.
Parang binatanong ka, business. O sige, una ito si Ty. Growing up and learning the game of basketball, what does the Junior NBA taught?
Actually, it's taught me a lot of things, not only like on the court, but also off of it. Because one of the things the Junior NBA emphasizes is the STAR values. Sportsmanship, teamwork, positive attitude, and respect. It's like, we hear that 24/7. So it really helps us like build character off the court, and it helps us develop a better work ethic on the court. So it's very helpful.
So on the court and off the court, obviously, one of the main things of the Junior NBA and the Junior WNBA is yung values na tinuturo. Hubert, sa mga nakalaban mo, syempre, madami ka nang nalaruan, iba-ibang level, iba-ibang eskwela, iba-ibang mga kalaban nyo. Paano mo inaangat yung laro mo dun sa mga nakakalaban mo? At ano yung pinaka-natutunan mo other than yung mga values? From, let's say, a technical standpoint, basketball standpoint, ano yung mga nakuha mo from the camp?
From the camp, siguro yung disiplina lang. Tapos yung respeto lang sa teammates mo. Tapos yung positive attitude mo sa game, syempre, lagi ka dapat positive eh. Kung maglalaro ka na sa court, kailangan positive. Kasi yung negative, you'll sit down eh. Kaya, yun lang.
Matanong ko lang, dahil ang Pilipinas tinatago lang one of the most basketball crazy countries in the world. Yung ba naging advantage o disadvantage sa pagpasok mo sa junior NBA?
Siguro advantage yun. Kasi sobrang halos lahat ng Pilipinos gusto mag-basketball eh. Tapos yung junior NBA, syempre libre yan yung camp. Talagang maraming may tutulungan na Filipinos. Talagang mag-grow yung game nila. Tapos yung ma-improve yung mga skills lalo.
What was your reaction when you found out that, because this is the inaugural season that they have the junior WNBA, it's really a great addition to an already almost perfect training camp, right? What was your reaction to it, and what do you think, other than the obviously the inclusion of women and girls in the program, what other good thing do you think happens with it?
Well, first my reaction was finally, after how many years of people fighting for women's basketball, finally it actually came, and it came in the right time and perfect with junior NBA, because like what you said, it's an existing organization.
Correct.
So putting it there, it already gives it a spark. Like everyone's already, okay, junior NBA, junior WNBA.
Yeah.
By itself, you don't have to grow on it because it's already there. So that being said, well, I guess for now it's going to keep growing. I'm expecting it, but then I was really overwhelmed hearing that junior WNBA is coming.
And how was the reaction with the girls? I know you were originally, how many were you picking? Were you picking 15? What was the number that the final number that we're whittling it down to? Five. Okay, 10 boys and 5 girls. Is that how it is? Yeah. Okay. But with obviously there was a tremendous number of girls who came out. That must have been an overwhelming feeling for you.
Yeah, it was kind of cool to see all the girls that come out. You know, especially with the school clinics in Manila, we had I think a couple of just girls only clinics, and so to see the number of girls that come out, that was pretty cool. And then also in the provinces, seeing the amount of girls that kind of came out of the woodworks, and you wouldn't expect them to come out, and they came out and tried it. And I think, you know, us girls were kind of more word of mouth, like, oh, we had so much fun, come on, you have to come with me next year, and that's the way it works. So I feel we girls are. So I feel like that's how it's going to be. Girls are going to tell their friends, hey, you guys, you got to come and check it out. You got to come and check it out. That's how it's going to grow.
Sorry, but I just wanted to ask, was there anything that surprised you about the new generation of female basketball players?
Aside from the footwear and the accessories, those for boys and girls with the high socks and the colorful.
That's skill-wise or...
On the part of skill-wise, because they're more exposed to it.
The skill-wise, actually, there's, in Cebu, there was a couple good girls, Iloilo, we were impressed with a few, and, it was tough having to choose. Like, me and Ish would, like, we had a debate, and you had to pick, like, only 4 from them or 2.
Was there any problems with the parents who came to watch over their children?
The first when we were in Iloilo, because it's hard, I didn't know what to expect. It's the first time I've ever. So there's probably like, I think 400 or 500 kids that came out. So we kind of got a little messed up with our cards. Like they ended, because you score and you're supposed to match up, and the numbers weren't matching up with their cards. Some kids were getting the wrong cards. So when they're opening, the cards like, this isn't my kid's score, and you're like, oh no. So that first time,
This
so
is a good problem.
that was the only little bump we kind of ran into as far as with parents. But then after that, everything was smooth sailing from there. First little bump.
Pero meron kayong mga kalaban niyo, Bert, na this culminates with the national training camp, right? Ano nangyayari dun sa national training camp? Para dun sa mga hindi nakakalam.
National training camp, siguro yung parang maraming mga foreigners.
Okay.
Parang,
kasi may junior NBA din sa ibang bansa, di ba na ganun pa
mangyayari? Kasi sa Beijing kami, yung nakalaban namin dun, parang sa amin, Beijing dun, tapos sa amin sa Philippines. Parang nag-game kami.
Parang all-star.
So,
yun yung masaya.
Masaya nga, tapos tinalo namin yung
mas masaya.
For flag and country, experience ko na parang for flag and country.
What is your favorite moment from your experience in, it's not just done, but so far, junior NBA? Tyler?
I really enjoyed the camaraderie between the players, even though we were competing against each other. And at the end of the day, we knew that we had to like kill each other in order to advance. But like when we stayed with each other in the hotels, like it was all fun and games, and really got to get to know each other.
And remember that these are the same bunch of guys that you might be playing against in the succeeding years. Whenever you guys started playing in college. And maybe both, if ever some of you would go to the pros, even the pros.
Hopefully.
Coaches, is there anything else that you guys want to add or say or thank for this experience?
Or maybe what you want to look forward to for the next edition of that?
Oh, okay. I want to look forward to adding more girls. And because they give us like 2 slots, you pick 2 girls, and that's where we always have a problem. And they go, no, just 2. I go, come on, pick 3. Okay, that should be, if we get more in Manila, it's gonna be on you. And I'm like, okay, fine, I get more for the provinces, okay. So more slots for the girls, that's what would be great.
Yeah, I just look forward to more girls coming out. And then, for everybody that's watching, come check it out at PICC this weekend, 25th, 26th, 27th. And then on the 27th, we'll have the alumni game with these guys at MOA.
The new batch.
Yeah.
Right? That's,
I think it's just the alumni that are playing, yeah.
And that's happening at the
MOA Music
the music hall, right? That's where it is. That's right. That should be exciting. That's part of the showcase.
Yes, that's right.
Looking forward to that, Tyler?
Yeah. I'm excited. It's a chance to show people, like...
Show them off?
Hey, look at the future.
Let's get it. It's great to have you. Congratulations again. And yes, we wish next year, there's no doubt, I think next year is going to be bigger for the Junior WNBA.
And especially the people in the provinces, the kids in the provinces are really looking forward.
Kasi yun mabigat yun kasi libre. It's open for everyone. And again, it's also a great venue for the coaches, not just the players. Coaches to learn
from each other.
From NBA affiliated coaches. So that's a great opportunity.
Okay, so the thanks again to Tyler, Hubert, MJ, Ish. Thank you for being here.
Teka, ulit, kailan? Clarify?
This weekend, 25th, 26th, and 27th.
All right.
25th and 26th at PICC Forum, 27th, MOA Music Hall.
Yes. Right, music hall.
Okay.
See you there.
Might be there. And for our last shot tonight, this quote from Celtic great Larry Bird, who said that, I've got a theory that if you give 100% all of the time, somehow things will work out in the end. It usually does. And so it
I don't know if that's what he's saying to the Pacers though nowadays, with all the infighting going on.
Thank boy Hubert.
I believe the guy came over to the Philippines, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. I'm Boone Gonzalez.
Take care, everybody. I'm Boy and Season. Join us again next Wednesday when Bill hopefully can join us. And we hit hard, hit strong when we play Hardball.
So Hubert, saan ka na daw?
Ay, alam mo na, ang blind item.
Ano yan naman tayo?
Saan ka?
Sa MOA. Doon siya maglalaro. Panoorin niyo.
So meron pa na post